My dear friends, today, I am here to share with you the stories I have collected over a long life and to delve into the profound mysteries of existence. With the wisdom that age bestows, I have endeavored to understand the lessons time has taught us and the enigma of human nature. I invite you on this enchanting journey with me today. The journeys in one's life can be as mysterious as the depths of the seas, and I am here to unravel these mysteries. Please, as you listen to me, do so with an open mind and heart, for sometimes, a story is life's greatest teacher. Now, I invite you to embark on this magnificent journey with me. Let's go to Storytelling Corner.
Legends of the world are extraordinary figures who illuminate humanity with incredible stories and teachings. The loving service of Mother Teresa, the profound thoughts of Rabindranath Tagore, and the exceptional leadership of Indira Nooyi shine not only through their achievements, but also through the valuable lessons they impart to our world. In this article, there are two special stories that will take you on an exciting journey. The first is the tale of a determined caterpillar's transformation, and the second is the inspiring adventure of an ancient spiritual leader who carries hope and wisdom to humanity. These stories remind us of the powerful impact that relentlessly pursued dreams and service to humanity can have. Dive into this magical world now and be inspired. The story of a determined caterpillar. Long years back, a caterpillar crawled inside a hare's, an animal-like rabbit house. While the hare was away, he sat comfortably. When the hare came back home, he noticed a few marks on the floor heading to the cave. He called, "Who's in my house?" The caterpillar boomed out in a noisy voice, "It is I, yes, I who crushes rhinos to the earth and tramples elephants into dust." The hare hopped about, crying, "What can a small animal like me do with a creature who crushes rhinos and tramples elephants?" He eventually found a jackal and asked him to speak with the terrifying beast who'd already seized over his residence and encouraged him to leave. The jackal agreed, and once they reached the place, he barked loudly and stated, "Who is in the house of my friend the hare?" In a roar that shook the land, the caterpillar replied, "It is I, yes, I who crushes rhinos to the earth and tramples elephants into dust." On listening to this, the jackal thought, "Certainly I can do nothing against any such creature," and he quickly left. "Who is in the house of my buddy the hare?" The hare subsequently went to find a leopard and persuaded him to help him. The leopard was convinced that the hare would have no trouble. On reaching the spot, the leopard bared his claws and growled, "Who is in the house of my buddy the hare?" The caterpillar responded in the same way as he had finished before. The leopard was alarmed and thought, "If he crushes rhinos and elephants, I do not even need to think about what he could do to me." Next, the hare sought out the rhinoceros. "No doubt, I am the most frightful of beasts," grunted the rhino. The rhino marched to the hare's cave, wherein he snorted and pawed the floor with his large feet. But while the rhino asked who was inside and heard the caterpillar's booming response, "What? He says he can smash me to the ground," he wondered, and the rhino bolted away, crashing into the trees. As the hare became increasingly agitated, he approached the elephant and demanded that he come to his aid. But just like the others, on listening to what the caterpillar needed to say, the elephant knew that he had no desire to be trampled underfoot like dust and stomped off. In despair, by this point, the hare requested a frog to pass by if he may want to likely make the creature who had frightened all the other animals depart his house. The frog went to the cave door and requested who was inside. He acquired the same reply as had been given to the others. Then the frog went closer and shouted, "I, who am the strongest of all, have come at last. I am the only one who crushes those who crush the rhinos. I am the only one who tramples underfoot those who trample the elephants. I, who am the strongest of all, have come at last." The bug within the hare's tunnel was frightened as he overheard something. "Admittedly, I am a caterpillar," he thought as he sensed the frog's silhouette approaching. And the caterpillar crept out of the hare's burrow all along the rim, hoping not to be seen. The animals who had amassed around the hare's house seized the caterpillar and dragged him out. "What, you?" they all cried in disbelief. "I might by no means dream of staying in that cave," stated the caterpillar with his nostril in the air. "An echo like this is way too crude for a cultured creature like myself." As he sniffed away, all of the other animals laughed at the problem he had given them. Legend story in English too. The Legend of the Dream. Many years ago, when the world was young, an old spiritual leader of the Lakota, sitting high in the mountain, had a vision. In his vision, Ikomi, the great trickster and the teacher of wisdom, appeared in the world as a spider. Ikomi had a word with this old man in a sacred, pure language that only the spiritual leaders of the Lakota could understand. As he spoke with Ikomi, the spider took the elder's willow hoop that had feathers, beads, and offerings on it and commenced to spin a web. He showed the leader about the cycle of life and how we begin our life as an infant and move to childhood, then to adulthood. Eventually, we reach the old age where we are taken care of as a baby by our kids. As we did for them, we get in return, and hence we complete the cycle of life in this manner. Leader said, "But Ikomi, while spinning the web, in each time of life, there are many universal forces. Some are good and some bad. If we listen to the good, we will street in the right direction, and when we hear the bad forces, we steer in the wrong path. Yes, there are many forces that lead us to varying directions. Some of them help us, and some interfere with the harmony of nature, and with a great spirit, we get to acquire wonderful lessons." All the while, the spider interrupted, and he continued to spin his web from outside towards the center. When Ikomi was done with his speaking, he gave the Lakota elder the web and said, "The web is a perfect circle, but there is a hole in its center. Do you know why?" He said, "Use this web to help yourself and your people to reach your respective goals and make good use of people's ideas, visions, and dreams. If you believe in the greatness of spiritual powers, the web will reach you to the path of goodness, and the bad ones will throw you out via this hole." The old leader passed on his vision he had for the world to his people, and now people use the dream catcher as the web of their lives. It hangs over their bed to bring their hopes and ambitions to fruition. Everything positive in their visions is trapped in the web of life, while the bad flee through the hole in the middle and disappear. Now we've come to the end of this inspirational journey filled with captivating stories. We hope these tales have motivated, provoked thought, and inspired you. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel to stay updated with more engaging content and check out our other videos. Until we meet again, keep building the world of your dreams in your imagination and continue exploring the beauties that make your life more meaningful. Thank you, and we hope to see you in our next adventure.